Now, we have here a package of stuff, George. If you want to come and get this, this will make your stay in Chilliwack absolutely unforgettable, as it provides you with a whole lot of mementos from the city, information about the city. I think Dorothy Kostreva put this together. There's also free dinners and hotel stays and all kinds of things for you to do while you're here for the weekend. So if you want to come up, I'll give you this. Thank you very much, Rod, and I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And at this point in time, I would like to call George up to the microphone for a few words.
Thank you very much, Rod. I'll be brief because you guys just did such a great job here. It just makes our job that much easier. Today is day 389. We actually got our walk extended to 769 days. So our finishing date is going to be July 27th, 2002. I think about a month ago, we've had a number of other cities and towns that wanted to be added into this campaign. So it's going to be a little bit longer, the walk. I do want to take this opportunity to thank the Councillor Mal and Bob and his children and everybody, and the police officer Lisa, everybody that joined in, Dorothy for helping to orchestrate this. And as soon as I spoke to her, she just got to work immediately with this, you know, and put everything together. It just, everything got done for us. Like, we didn't have to do anything here in Chilliwack, right, David? You know, everything got done, and that really encourages us, and it's a very positive message to all the other communities too, what a community can do about this issue. You certainly have shown that today, Chilliwack, you know, we're going to be here for a couple of days, and we're going to try and get around the community to keep promoting the word while the iron's hot. You know, that's how we like to state it while we have this out in the media and everything. And we want to try and get as many people to sign those donor cards while we're here, and to increase this this rate that we have, this dismal rate. I also, you know, as I was hearing about Al, you know, it is very sad when that happens, and it just made me think about another person right now that is on the waiting list, and it's an 18-year-old boy from Abbotsford, and his name is Matthew Grafstrom. He's presently at the Vancouver General Hospital. He's at the top of the waiting list, and he needs a liver and kidney transplant immediately, or he's going to pass away. And I've been speaking with his mom for the last 4 days, and it just, it's so hard, you know, watching the family go through this. You know, it's so hard. So I promised her that we're going to do everything we can to help give her boy a chance to survive, and hopefully we can comfort the family at the same time. And you know, it's what this campaign's all about. You know, we're trying to change the situation here, and reaching the public and reaching the 3 levels of government, and getting Alan Rock to create this national registry, this much needed national registry. And it's very simple. All he has to do is model it after the one that's here in BC. BC already did all the legwork, and they took the right steps. We need our government now to do the same, our national government, and create this national registry. And we need to really upscale our education and awareness in our country. And, you know, we know we can do it, and we know we can change this present rate. So having your community put on these activities and show your support for this is a great example for all the communities right across Canada. So I really want to take this moment to thank everybody in the city of Chilliwack for just rising to the occasion here. And I'm going to bring my road manager to really wrap it up because I know we're pressed for time. David Wright-Smith, if you may. Thank you very much.
Okay, I've just been informed that we have some time left because we're still waiting for Kay, and I was wondering who she was. I spoke with her this morning, and I was looking forward to meeting her. And I just wanted to reiterate what George has already said. I couldn't say it any more eloquently than he has, or any more passionately than he has. It is an issue that's very close and very dear to my heart. I also had a liver transplant in the summer of '95. And as I was speaking with Bob on our way in here, we just walked about 10 kilometers, and it was an incredible walk. And I was saying that before I had my transplant, I couldn't walk more than 10 steps without collapsing or without having to sit down or lie down. And I was reflecting on the fact that I've come a long way in the last 6 years. It's all a day-by-day recovery or a step-by-step recovery, and I would just like to say that for all of those that have had transplants, they are very successful now, 95% successful, and so the transplant surgery has actually come out of it's not voodoo medicine anymore, it is now mainstream medicine. And so part of our problem is that the rest of the public hasn't really caught up to this, and that's what part of our job to do, is to make sure that every man, woman, and child in our country is aware of the fact that they can very easily become organ donors, especially in our province. And like George said, the rest of the country would do well to model British Columbia's. And I also want to say that I lived in Chilliwack once for about a year, back in 1972, and although I don't think about it that much, it's kind of interesting to be here 28 years later, to be walking down the streets of Chilliwack once again, as I did when I was in my early 20s. So it's nice to return here after all this time. Now, all of the people that I wanted to thank have been thanked already, but I wanted to add one, or actually three people or organizations to that list. Earl's Restaurant is going to be providing us with lunch today, and I wasn't aware of the fact that our restaurants were already taken care of. When I looked at the itinerary, there was nothing for today, so I made arrangements with Earl's. Earl's has been very good to us, so I'd like to publicly acknowledge Earl's here in Chilliwack for providing us with lunch today. And also I'd like to thank the Merritt Mountain Music Festival and Roots Fest in Victoria, who are providing us with a forum to reach thousands of people in a very short period of time. It's festivals like that that give us that opportunity. A lot of people who may not even have thought about this will have the opportunity to think about it and fill out their donor cards. So I'd just like to publicly acknowledge Roots Fest, and that is going to be held in Victoria on July the 27th, 28th, and 29th, and the Merritt Mountain Music Festival, which will be held in Merritt on next weekend, I believe. And last but not least, I'd like to thank all of you good folk for coming out here today, and I look forward to a weekend of sharing our information and acknowledging the fact that you have allowed this to happen for us this weekend. And you're all instrumental in helping bring forward the information and the education that is sadly lacking in our country and is much needed. Again, I thank you very much. Tia, would you come up here, please? Tia Tony Wilson is our newest member, and I would like to bring her up right now.
How exciting.